Hi! Are you looking for an alternative way for you and your students to depict and present information? Try out Genially. It's a multi-purpose Web 2.0 software and my favorite creative solution out there today. We're going to look at creating an infographic. Here we have the Genially login page. When you get here, you can create your free account. They'll ask you for an email and a password, but you can sign up through Google or many of the other social networking sites. Once you sign up, they're going to ask you to choose a sector that best represents you. Corporate, education, and digital content are depicted here. I'm going to go ahead and click e-learning and then next. Next, they're going to ask you to choose the role that you best identify with. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to select teacher. Now here they're going to ask you to join the Genially community through a paid subscription plan, but you don't need to do that right now. Go ahead and click no thanks and skip this step. And now we arrive at the dashboard. On the side panel, you can create your first Genially. Once you click this button, it will take you to many different project options. You can make presentations, reports, learning experiences, gamification, interactive images, infographics, guides, video presentation, personal branding, social, and a blank new creation. For the purposes of this video, we will do a vertical infographic. An infographic is a great way to depict your data in an easy to understand and visually attractive format. Genially provides many different kinds of templates to jumpstart your project, but be sure to watch out for the star. Star denotes premium templates that can only be selected if you have a paid subscription. I'll be selecting this template to jumpstart our project and display Genially's functionalities. When you click on it, Genially provides a preview of what the template provides. As you can see, it's already pre-animated with different set items and elements on the page. Go ahead and click Use this template. When your project opens up to the editing interface, you might be a little overwhelmed at the options available, so I'll briefly describe each option. Feel free to pause the video at any time to experiment with the tools as I talk about them. At the top of the sidebar menu, we have text. Here we have many different types of options to input text onto your project with many different kinds of layouts you can utilize. Or you can simply just click and it'll populate a text into your document that you may edit in any way you'd like. For now, I will press delete to get rid of that element and move on to the next menu option. Here we have images. You can drag and drop images from your computer. You can provide a URL. They have cutouts for you available, meaning that they're PNG images with transparent backgrounds. You have Unsplash, Pixabay, and my favorite, Giphies, to put GIFs onto your presentation like so, and they will play automatically. Next, we have resources. These resources include a set library of icons, shapes, graphs and charts, lines and arrows, illustrations, scenes, maps, and silhouettes. To use one of these, you can click Show More to view all the options Genially provides. Click on an element and it will immediately populate to the page. If you do not want it, click and press delete. The next object we have is interactive elements, and I think this is what really makes Genially stand out. Here you can use buttons with text, markers, social networks, numbers, and letters. So, for example, if I would like to use, say, this home button, I click, it'll populate to the page. I'll move it where I want it. Say I want it next to this text right here. Now, for an interactive element, it has its own option. This right here that shows a little hand pressing down, if you click on it, it'll show different kinds of interactivities that you can put onto that element. That means if the person viewing your project selects that button, then they will view one of these things that you set. So the first thing you can use is a tooltip. If you use a tooltip, you can go in here, type anything, click Save, and then now, when a person clicks on that button, it'll pop up with a bubble that says, "Hi." You can't see it now. You can only see it once you hit All Set and publish your document. You can change that to a window here, which is just a larger pop-up window. Put images, you can put a video, links, you can insert tables, you can even embed code. You can use Go to Page, which means that if your project has multiple pages, you can use this button for the user to select it and then go to that next page. You can also put a hyperlink in here where it will open a new tab to the website that you have selected. For now, I will just delete that. Okay. The next side menu item here we have are data tables and graphs. These are really neat. If you click on one with a format that you like, it'll automatically populate to the page. If you select a graph in the image and double click, here it pops its own side menu of options. From here, you can import data from Excel, Google Sheets, or Max numbers, or you can type them in manually here. Then with that data, you can change the color, information, font, data format, and even animations. For now, I'm just going to get rid of the graph. And now we're moving on to Insert. Insert allows you to embed different kinds of media, including audio, video, and embedding code. For example, if you would like to put a YouTube or Venmo, go to your YouTube video, copy the hyperlink, and paste the link there. Click Enter, and your video will populate directly into your project. You can position it where you like, and when you finish the project, it will play when the user clicks it. And now we have backgrounds. Backgrounds is pretty self-explanatory. It allows you to change the background look of your project. You can delete the background, get rid of it entirely, provide a background from your computer or URL link, change the color, use an illustration from the library, or a photo image from Pixabay. This will also let you change the base of your workspace. For now, I'm just going to put it back. And lastly, we have the Pages menu. This allows you to add pages to your project. It'll take you to the template selector. You can select a template, a different kind of template, or from your creations, and then add it in as a new page. You can also adjust animations for transitions or view it as a grid to take a look at all the transitions that you have available, as well as different kinds of navigation options. On the bottom of your project, we have a menu of view options. We'll be going in order from left to right. So here we have Add a Page, which allows you to directly add a page. Same thing like the last menu in your sidebar. It allows you to throw away a page. It also allows you to zoom. Right now, it's very hard to see the little text. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so we can see it better and are able to edit. Here, we can also go to the next page if we're making a presentation. We can also edit the canvas, how you want the canvas size to be, transitions, as well as navigation. Now we can get started with the actual editing of our infographic. When selecting an object, you may notice that another toolbar appears on the top of your project. Here, I will select the title, and a toolbar appears at the top. These are your basic text editing functions. You can edit font size, and different kinds of font styling and spacing. You can also layer things in certain order if you want something to appear on top of something. Also, when selecting an object on your template to edit, you'll notice some circular option buttons appear over what you have selected. The first is the interactivity button, which we've discussed earlier. These infographics are very dynamic and have selectable elements if you assign them to have these properties. Genially makes it really easy by providing a simple to navigate interface to program these elements. The second circle option is animation. This is similar to any presentation software you may have used. You can program an object to appear or disappear or act out in a certain way when presented. Here, if you hover over each of the effects, it will demonstrate them for you. Here's zoom, focus, and bounce back as an example. Image and icons have a third circular option, and that is replace. Genially makes it easy to replace elements on your page without you having to start from scratch. They also have a library of images and icons that are Creative Commons friendly and easily searchable. For example, if I select Pixel Bay and any number of these images, how about this one, click Replace, it'll automatically replace that object with that image. Once you have edited all of your information, you are ready to share your creation to the world. Press on the All Set button on the top right-hand corner. Genially will allow you to share your project in many different ways. You can share in all traditional ways, or you can embed it elsewhere with the provided script, or even share it directly to Google Classroom to fulfill an assignment. Downloading a PDF is also an option available to you. You can name your Genially anything you'd want, then provide a description. You can also protect it with a password. That's a premium option. Once you're done here, click Reset. And now you're ready to view, share, or download. Here are the different share options: link, insert, email, social networks, and others. When you want to start your next project, just click on the Genially icon. Here, it'll keep all of your created projects and allow you to navigate through other public projects. You can view these projects for inspiration and edit your personal settings of your brand. Thank you for watching, and now go create something awesome.